How hydrogen and electric cars work. A hydrogen fuel cell car has a hydrogen tank that feeds a fuel cell with high-pressured hydrogen gas that'll mix with oxygen. This mix starts an electrochemical reaction that produces electricity to power the electric motor. This means hydrogen cars have characteristics of both electric cars, due to the use of electric energy and motor, and conventional petrol cars, because of the tank. Fuel cells are the main component of hydrogen-powered cars. Fuel cells turn the stored hydrogen gas, by mixing it with oxygen, into electricity. This electricity is then used to power an electric motor to propel the vehicle, without any toxic tailpipe emissions. In fact, the only byproduct of the whole process is water and heat, as the result of the connection of hydrogen and oxygen atoms that forms H20 molecules. I know, it seems perfect, right? On the other hand, electric vehicles, EVs, are powered by electric motors that pull current from a rechargeable battery or other portable sources of electricity. Once they are moving, there's no chemical reaction happening either, only an electric one thanks to the power batteries were previously charged with. But which one is more ecological and sustainable? Electrical cars or hydrogen cars? Before drawing into final conclusions, let's first take a look at the most important characteristics of each type of vehicle. Hydrogen cars versus electric cars. Driving range. Hyundai Nexo, hydrogen-powered, can travel around 330 miles or 550 kilometers, which is around the same as the electric Tesla Model S, the best of its kind. Nonetheless, it's hard to accurately tell the driving range of these cars. It depends on a number of metrics such as the number of passengers the car is taking, if the aircon is on or off, whether the car is on a high road or stuck in the city center traffic, the type of vehicle itself. This is why different people have been reporting different experiences, due to their unique mix of all these variables. However, as hydrogen cars densely pack their energy storage, they're usually able to achieve longer distances. While most fully electric vehicles can travel between 100 to 200 miles on a single charge, hydrogen ones can get to 300 miles, according to Automotive Technologies. Hydrogen cars versus electric cars. Powering, refueling time. The amount of time it takes to pump hydrogen into the tank is way more interesting, 5 to 10 minutes, just like any petrol car, than the one from electric cars. While Tesla's fast chargers, with 120 kilowatts, give batteries 80% power in half an hour, the BMW i3 or the Nissan Leaf can take around 4 or 8 hours, respectively, to get fully charged. In the end, the time electric cars take to power depends obviously on the charging station and the type of charging connector. But whatever the combination is, and even with Tesla's most recent V3 supercharger that's still in beta testing in San Francisco, this is a clear win for the hydrogen car. All because of 1 kilogram of hydrogen storing 236 times more energy than 1 kilogram of lithium-ion batteries. The real problem: getting hydrogen. Although hydrogen is the most common element in the universe, it doesn't exist in its pure form in the blue planet. This means that if we wish to use it as fuel for our cars, we need to produce it out of other compounds like water, natural gas or other fossil fuels, or biomass. And for this, energy needs to be used and environmental and economic costs enter the equation. On one hand, we can get hydrogen in a clean way by reversing the electrolysis process of water. The problem is that this process of separating H20 molecules to get the hydrogen spends a high amount of energy, making it a very expensive process. However, if this energy is able to come from renewable energy sources like the sun or the wind, the net energy cycle can get very carbon low and the process turns more environmentally friendly. Yet, another situation is the efficiency of the process, that's only 75% efficient and allows for 25% of electricity losses. This is why most hydrogen fuel is obtained by the process of natural gas reforming, which is less expensive than electrolysis. The downside is that harmful byproducts such as carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide are produced in the process, contributing to global warming. Some benefits of hydrogen-powered cars. Cars with hydrogen fuel cells instead of the typical lithium-ion batteries from electric cars offer an attractive value proposition that seems to get rid of the problem of the end of the lithium battery's life cycle. This is a plus as for now, at a time when there's still some uncertainty about the future of these batteries, from cars, but also from solar panels, cell phones and others, once they no longer serve their main purpose. They're hard to recycle and some projects are being developed to reuse them as backup generators in urban buildings like hospitals. As well, driving without any polluting emissions, as would happen if we considering renewable energy grids are growing worldwide with decarbonization. with the plus of being quickly refueled in 5 to 10 minutes compared to the best-case scenario of 40 minutes charging or the most common scenario of 3 to 6 hours charging in electric cars, is an unquestionable win for the hydrogen mobility movement too. Electric cars versus hydrogen cars, which is more sustainable? Despite the benefits mentioned above, most hydrogen today, 95% the US, is produced by the process of methane reforming. This tears apart all the potential of hydrogen-powered vehicles as a solution to fight climate change because of the carbon monoxide and dioxide that are generated in the process. As well, the need to use natural gas, a fossil fuel, that might escape during the extraction and transportation, via pipelines, phase isn't very convincing either. Even if the methane cracking process is improved, and efforts aren't turning that way, it isn't likely to be a long-term solution. However, while new methods of producing hydrogen are being developed, such as the proton exchange membrane, which, according to scientists, might get to an 86% efficiency, we need to wait and see what happens. Using the extra energy supply for hydrogen production and creating some hybrid version of hydrogen lithium-ion cars can also be something. Once more studies come out clarifying whether this surplus energy is more efficient to use in dams, not considering their other impacts, or producing hydrogen. As for today, electric cars are a more accessible vehicle, regarding the different types of cars and charging points. They include more efficient processes compared to hydrogen-powered cars, and if their lithium batteries are reused to meet different ends, they're likely to have a more sustainable solution, at least over the next few years. If you liked this video, consider subscribing.